What up? What up? What up? Trying to elevate. This is elevator vision. It's crazy that what up? What up? What up? I'm trying to elevate, and this is elevator vision. Open your eyes. It's crazy that we live in a world where you could be openly critical about something or someone and everything that they do, but then turn around and do that same thing, and people will support you. And I'm speaking from the situation that's going on in Texas right now, where um, Ted Cruz was, so critical of everything that everybody was doing. Um, you know, accusing the president of not being in the White House enough to handle issues, and talking about Doug Christie and all these, just everybody. Even though I'm not a fan of Doug Christie either, but all of these other people, and then turn around and not only try to skate during this ice storm, pretty much, but also to try to make excuses and to lie, and say that, oh, like, try to make it seem like you had plans on coming right back. You just wanted to go get them situated, and then later on, when everything come out, yeah, the itinerary get leaked and all that, then you're like, oh, I had plans on staying for the whole weekend, and it's like, what I'm saying? Like, that should be a lesson to everybody, man. Always be humble. Like, what I'm saying? We live in a world where humility is seen as a weakness. Even a word, if you talk about humility, is like embarrassing. And maybe it's because people don't know what the definition of it is. I don't know. But it's nothing wrong with humility, man. To practice humility just to mean to be a humble person, and to always, treat people with dignity, and to move with integrity and all of these different things. And we just don't care about that type of stuff no more. But what I'm saying, the things that we do care about, we want people to you know uh over display those things. Like, especially in our community, everything is about loyalty, 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 loyalty. Like, but what I'm saying, like, I don't think we know the first thing about loyalty. Because if we did, then we wouldn't have so many fatherless homes, and and that's, let me take that back, because it's a lot of reasons why we got fatherless homes. So besides mass incarceration, and besides the war on black families, we just have a generation of little boys that's perpetrating as men that don't want to do what's necessary. Now, I know that we live in a society where monogamy is kind of forced on most of us, most of the men. And I'm not saying all, but a lot of times monogamy is forced on a man. I'm not gonna talk about that. That's a whole different topic. But at the same time, there's no excuse for you to, whether or not you and a woman worked out or not. There's no reason for you not to be in a child's life. And as soon as you leave, they're gonna label that woman as a single mother, when you could be doing everything in the world to help, or you could be doing nothing at all. So it's hard for us as men to even argue, like, oh no, bro doing this or bro doing that, because what I'm saying, it's a technicality. Technically, they are single, but the term single mother has its whole other stuff attached to it. What be the stigmas and the assumptions and all of these different things. Being a single mother is not necessarily mean that you're raising a child on your own, but a lot of times in our community, that's the stigma that carries with being a single mother. And but to get back on task, I think that us as men, we need to start holding other men accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got a homie, right? And what I'm saying, you trust this nigga to not tell where, what you doing and how you doing it and where you're doing it and all these other things, because he quote unquote loyal. And this nigga don't take care of his kids, then you can't trust him, because he's not loyal to you. If you're not gonna be loyal to your own seed, then how you gonna be loyal to anybody else? You know what I'm saying? So, like, it might seem like he loyal right now, but the only thing is that y'all just didn't caught up doing nothing. Because if y'all do, best believe he gonna be like, oh, nigga ain't seen his kids in 368 days, and they gonna be like, oh no, I gotta get home because I got a family to take care of. I done seen it happen over and over again. Niggas don't never take care of their kids, and as soon as they get booked, oh, I gotta get home and see my kids, so I'm gonna do whatever it take. And it's like, bro, you ain't seen your kid for like you've been at one birthday. You know what I'm saying? And I don't celebrate birthdays, but that's just an example. So, um, like I said, us men, we need to help other men more accountable. So if you know that your homie is not taking care of his child, then you need to say something. So you need to check him on that. And they need to be consistent. It don't need to be like, damn, bro, you know what I'm saying? You need to go see what's up with your youngin. Like, you know what I'm saying? It need to be something that's consistent. Like, yo, I'm getting the kids. Like, what you want to do? You come in, or you know what I'm saying? Yo, get your kids. Like, even if it's that type of pressure, you know what I'm saying? Like, we apply pressures on any other time. Like, you got a little smeeze, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all ready to jump off, and it's like, yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? The same way that nigga drop everything to come and party, he need to drop everything and get with the seed. So when he's like, yo, yeah, I just seen your baby mom, and young boy had on, young boy was looking crazy. Like, damn, what's up with you? Like, you know what I'm saying? The same energy. Damn, what's up with you? You want some nut shit? Like, and you know, a lot of times we don't do that, and we don't do that because we got this whole mentality where loyalty is to our homies more than anybody else. So you know what I'm saying? You out here partying with your homie, y'all throwing money at the strip club, but your mom taxes ain't paid on the crib. You know what I'm saying? Or yeah, your baby mom ran out of Pampers last week. She tying the young boy up with a ripped up sheet or dishcloth or something like that. Or and maybe it's not that bad. And a lot of times we'll use excuses like, oh, that bitch just bought this and she just bought that and she just bought that. That's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? If you can't trust it with the money, then go actually buy the item. You know what I'm saying? And I had this conversation with a close friend of mine. It's like family, and we was having a discussion, and he was like, man, he was like, bro, you don't really understand. He was like, man, whatever I buy for them to go over there, I gotta buy for them here also because, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to buy them a bike, and he got twins. I'm not going to buy them a bike, and to be at the crib, but then when they come with me, they don't have no bikes. So that means I gotta buy 4 bikes because he got twins. So, you know what I'm saying? He's like, and I gotta do that for everything. So if I buy them, you know, this for there, I gotta buy them that for here. And it's like, I could understand that. I really can understand that. And it's because it's not always the men, but also to another point, it's like, you know, the women, they of course they play a role in it, and but that's not what I'm talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? We all know that the women play a role in it, but right now I'm talking about men holding, you know what I'm saying, like what loyalty is. And loyalty is men holding other men accountable, because if I got love for you, then I don't want to see you running out here looking like a nut, because now by association, for me hanging with you, I look like a nut too. You know what I'm saying? And if you out here, you're not taking care of your kids, then oh, them niggas nuts. They don't take care of their kids. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna be associated with that. For sure, I'm not gonna be associated with that, because you know what I'm saying? That ain't how I roll. So, and then I know like a lot of my niggas, like even, you know, the ones that don't have kids yet, they is on that type of time. Like if they do, like one of my bros just was in a situation and shorty was acting crazy. Like she wanted to get rid of her, and he like, no, just had a baby and just, you know what I'm saying, give me the baby and then you can go ahead and live your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then she called, she wanted to get a conscience. Oh no, I wouldn't feel right with my baby being out here and me not have me in a part of their lives, and she got hella kids already. And you know what I'm saying? Like me not being a part of their life, and it's like, so abortion is the best answer then. But you know, I'm not judging women. Like the women, I'm really not trying to judge the women, because women got their own stuff going on. I had to learn that the hard way. But you know what I'm saying? There's so much stuff going on with them, and we be in our own worlds, and then we turn around and get mad at them because they making decisions based on what's best for them. You know what I'm saying? Like until we start coming together as man and woman, husband and wife. You know what I'm saying? Even I don't even want to say brother and sister, not in an ancestral way, but brother and sister. Like you my sister. Like I don't want to see no harm. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a married man, right? So I don't want to see a, just because you out here moving a certain type of way as a woman, I still don't want to see no harm come to you. But it puts me in a crazy predicament if you out here lining niggas up, and then when I just so happen to be in the market and a nigga catch you because you lined him up, and I'm jumping in the middle like, whoa, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? That's a woman, don't put your hands on her. Putting myself in danger, don't even know what the situation is, but I'm just standing on a certain principle. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing on a certain principle that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to allow that to happen in front of me. And And it happened several times since I moved in this neighborhood. Like, this neighborhood is crazy. Like, I don't know these niggas, young niggas is wild. And my wife always get on me about that, like, mind your business. But it's like, as a Muslim, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be walking down the street. Like, one time we walking the dog, we walking down the street, and, you know what I'm saying, shorty got a baby. Shorty got, you know what I'm saying, boy, like, like, go on her face. I'm like, oh, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna do that in front of your young. Had to step in, like, several countless times I could think about where I was, like had to jump in the middle of stuff and put myself on a line. And it's like, that's just the way I was raised, you know what I'm saying? And before I even had that consciousness, I remember one time riding with my aunt, and we riding past a nigga. He going in on the chick in the wheel next to us, like going the opposite way. And she stopped and started beeping the horn. Bam, 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 don't do that. Blah, 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 blah. She cussing him out. And I'm looking like, man, I don't know what they did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we need to mind our business. I was young at this time. Like, and I really didn't understand how the world worked the way I understand it now. And you know what I'm saying? And she checked me. And I understand, like, not checked me in like a, you know what I'm saying, like a you a nut. And not like that, but she did it in a way where I was able to walk away from that and be like, damn, she right. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, how can I allow that to happen in my presence? You know what I'm saying? And granted, I know we don't know what the circumstances are, but it's never a reason. For real, just as people, as humans, as a kinfolk, as brothers and sisters, it's really never a reason for us to resort to violence. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never a reason for you to put your hands physically on somebody and try to harm them. You know what I'm saying? And it just sort of, I'm going to tangent real quick. It just bring me to this situation that happened with some Muslims in Philly, and y'all might have seen the footage going around where another Muslim was trying to stop another Muslim from praying in an alleyway because of unsanitary conditions, but led to the point where it's like, all right, if you're trying to help this person, it escalated to the point where the person that was trying to help, like, oh, you know, or supposedly trying to help, you know, tried to put his hands on the other person. And it's like, that's all the way wrong, because as Muslims, the one thing that your Muslim brother or your Muslim sister should be safe from is your tongue and your sword, right? So meaning like that you shouldn't be talking about them, and I mean, you know, backbiting, or you shouldn't be, they shouldn't be in danger of, you know, no physical threat from you. You shouldn't be putting your hands on them. You shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, like upping your weapon to them or nothing like that. And you know what I'm saying, we have a real problem in the community where we just so quick to hurt each other, but we don't have that same energy for nobody else. Man. And that just was a short tangent. But yeah, so after that, I learned, like, that, you know what I'm saying, with integrity, it come a lot of responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Allah says that if you see an injustice, then you can you got certain options. You can stop it with your, you can hate it. Oppression. If you see oppression, you can you know, intervene, stop it with your hands. If your faith not strong enough to stop it with your hands, then stop it with your words. If your faith not strong enough to stop it with your words, then at least hate it in your heart. You know what I'm saying? And we at a point where we don't even hate it in our hearts, because we'll be so quick to justify, you don't know what he did. You don't know what he did. Like, you know what I'm saying? As if that's a reason. There's never a reason for us to harm each other. We got women out here that think it's cool, that just up a knife and then stab their partner just because he went and hit the little chick from around the corner. Like, all right, it's nothing you can do to prevent him from doing that, sis. You got to focus on yourself. And you stabbing him is not focusing on yourself, because now, and it's, you know what I'm saying, now you got kids that's going to be orphans because you about to go to prison. You know what I'm saying? You about to go to prison. And if you know what I'm saying, and God forbid he died, you know what I'm saying, you won't be there for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And even if he don't, even if it's just a cut and he don't show up to court, you're going to be away from your kids until you get that court date, and he don't show up a couple times, and hope that the state don't pick it up. Better hope that the state don't pick it up. Because then you're really going to be sitting, because them court dates going to keep getting pushed back, especially with COVID. With COVID, ain't no telling when you're going to see. And even though they got the technology to have you see a judge on the screen, we all know how the system is. They going to do stuff how they want to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you putting yourself at the mercy of the courts because you, in a moment, was jealous. That's all it is jealousy. And you wanted to harm somebody. because they went against what you thought the agreement was. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, that goes back to this whole forced monogamy thing. I think, you know what I'm saying, if we at this point, like we at a point now with this, you know, whole sexual liberation thing where women feel like they have the right to be hoes if they want to, and I use that term loosely because I don't think that just because a woman is promiscuous that she necessarily is a hoe. You know what I'm saying? I think hoes have ulterior motives, but that's a whole different conversation. Um, but you know what I'm saying? I don't think that just because a woman wants to do what men do that they hoes. But women feel like this whole sexual liberation thing that they can go out and be promiscuous just like men, and men think it's okay, that that's just normal. Boys won't be boys, but they don't have a agreement with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like if we gonna live in this, you know, sexually liberated world, we gotta have an agreement with each other. Look, sis, damn, you bad. You know what I'm saying? I really like you, but I ain't looking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing me right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come through on the late night. We could do what we do. Maybe take a couple trips. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, hit a couple clubs, have fun, but it's all about fun. You know what I'm saying? And if the fun stop, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? If somebody else can offer me some fun during the midst of us, then I'll get back at you. And we just need to be honest about that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of this, the back door sneaky. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You know what? That's your girl. As long as he, you know what I'm saying? As long as he cutting that check, I'm gonna be around. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, like oh yeah, he got a shrimp, but shit, yeah, that's why I keep such and such around. He'll come through whenever. You know what I'm saying? Like he'd come through, blow this back out whenever. You know what I mean? Like it's the mentality, and I know it's something that we see every day because we see it in the videos, we see it in the we hear it in the music, we see it in the videos, we see it on Instagram, we see everybody that's making it in the world is, you know what I'm saying, don't have any of these morals, don't have none of this integrity, and we feel like, you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, like that ain't that important because if it was, they wouldn't have made it. But you don't know what they test is. You know what I'm saying? That's their test. You know what I'm saying? Money is a test. You know what I'm saying? Like I always ran for money because I knew how much of a test money was, and it's like only till now that I realized that. You know what I'm saying? I've been realized that in this world that, you know what I'm saying, you had to have money to be to survive. You know what I'm saying? But I only ever strove for enough to survive. You know what I'm saying? Because I I upheld the smaller things in life. You know what I'm saying? The time is more important than the money. But the money is how you get the time. You know what I'm saying? So as long as I was able to be around my family, enjoy my family, you know what I'm saying, enjoy a few luxuries in life, then I was always cool. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really the one to put everything on the line because I wanted this material thing or I wanted to impress this person. And you know what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah, I was blessed to really know who I am at an early age. But you know, I remember them times that I didn't know who I was. I remember them times, and I ain't, you know what I'm saying. I remember one time I let a nigga chump me in front of a girl that I really like, right? My man's sister actually, you know what I'm saying. That I really really like, man. He liked it too, and I had got into I was already in a little beef with they little section because you know them niggas was terrorizing the neighborhood, and one time one time I chased one of the niggas that was supposed to be like on a reaction. I think I was leaning in the back in the chair, and he kicked my chair and made me fall. And when I got up, I was on his ass, and his instinct was to run. So I chased him, and he ain't like that because he was the tough nigga and he was a little stocky nigga. So they came around the corner, you know, hella deep or whatever. So ever since then I had conflict with them niggas, right? And the nigga liked the same girl. And I don't remember the details, but I let the nigga chump me, and I cried. I cried, and and I always remembered that, because you know what I'm saying, like you know we laugh and we joke all the time and stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying, when you joke, especially with women, it ain't no, they don't really have pity on you, like they, you know what I'm saying, they hit you where it hurt. And a few times, you know, like she would bring that up, like, oh, I remember such and such happened, and you know, we have a laugh about it or whatever. But it wasn't in a way where it was like you forever a nut. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, yo, we was kids. I remember that happened, and we moved on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm forever grateful for that. But that right there was one of the lessons that, you know what I'm saying, always stuck with me, that made me feel like however I feel in that moment. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to think about the consequences, but I'm also going to think about not just the consequences of what can happen to me, from the external source, but what could happen to me from an internal source. So if I feel uncomfortable with something, then I know that I'm gonna have to say something, and I know that if I say something, then that's gonna have consequences, and it's a back and forth exchange. And you know, the younger you are, the more you're willing to take whatever come with that. And you know, at another point, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't know about it. We came back across paths. You know what I'm saying? I just pulled up one day and went in the store where they always be at, and I seen a nigga, and he grilled me. I grilled him back, and it was like, yo, ain't you? So, yeah, what's up? We had our words, and you know, he was with his little homies or whatever, and you know, he tried to pump fake like he had the strap or whatever, and I'm like, you know, like what you gonna do, nigga? And yeah, and that was that. You know what I'm saying? And age since then, like whenever I would see the nigga, it was respect. It was respect. And I think a lot of times, like, it don't always go that way, but a lot of times with these these fake bullies, that's all it takes is for you to stand up for yourself. But that's a whole other topic. And they go back to, you know, going back to the loyalty side of things, man. You gonna get way more loyalty out your woman, out of women in your life, than you gonna get out of the men in your life. So maybe we should start being more loyal to the women in our life than we are the men in our life. You know what I'm saying? And as messed up as that sound, like just take a deep look at yourself and look at where your loyalties lie. And if they lie more in the men in your life, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to have expectations, but at the same time, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Make sure they're realistic. You know what I mean? And make sure that that loyalty doesn't come at a price that's too high. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when you lose. Ain't no coming back from that. So I'm trying to elevate this elevator vision. Open your eyes.